you, Mr. Chairman, and thank you to our witnesses for being here this morning. I'm always proud to be in a room full of Texans. As a native Texan, I know well the importance and the impact of oil and natural gas development in this country. Our economy has relied on fossil fuels to power our manufacturing base, our transportation, and agricultural sectors, and more. And for the foreseeable future, the country will continue to develop these resources and technologies to achieve our energy, economic, national security, and in some cases, our environmental objectives. However, we must acknowledge that the development of any fossil fuels resource can have significant negative environmental impacts. I am not speaking about the environment in the abstract, but about the very oceans we fish, the air we breathe, and the water we drink. These two have real economic value. While few people get rich from clean air and water, everybody benefits. Likewise, nobody should have the right to take these away, regardless of the potential for financial profit. This is why we have EPA, and why Congress has acted in the past to protect our air and water through legislation such as the Clean Water Act and the Safe Drinking Water Act, with the results being just that, cleaner air and safer drinking water. And that's something that both Democrats and Republicans should be happy about. Today we will hear from some members and witnesses that EPA is acting beyond its authority, that EPA regulations are killing the economy and jobs, and that the industry and the state of Texas do not need the federal government to tell them how to protect public health and the environment. As much as some might wish for a world where big environmental issues are addressed voluntarily by industry or through the workings of the free market or through individual state regulations, we all know that from experience that it just does not work that way. Now more than ever, American people need a strong EPA to protect their right to clean air and water. These are people who, regardless of where they fall in the partisan divide, universally agree clean air and water are important to them and to their children. And they know that respiratory diseases, and we have records to show it, heart attacks and premature deaths are not part of the sacrifice we should have to make for the sake of achieving the American dream. Mr. Chairman, I've received a number of letters from Texans expressing their concern about the air and water in their communities and their hope that EPA and the state will do more. And I ask that these letters be made a part of the record.
Without objection.
Let me be clear. I firmly believe that we have both a strong economy and a safe and healthy environment. In fact, there's much more evidence showing jobs are created and economy expands following the passage of major environmental reforms. For example, between 1970 and 2011, air pollution dropped 68%, while the nation's gross domestic product grew by 212%, and the number of private sector jobs increased by 88%. As someone who worked in public health before I entered politics, I can think of no mission of the federal government that is more important or noble than EPA's mission to protect human health and the environment. I'm hopeful that Congress will get past this misguided and disingenuous war on the dedicated scientists and public servants of the EPA, and that we can come together to advance our economy and a cleaner environment and a healthier public. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I yield back.